Hello everyone, it's Julia's Art Adventures, and I've been gone for a while, but I am back. And what I want to show you is my daughter and I have opened up an Etsy shop, and we are selling vintage ephemera, because I have a lot of it. And what we're doing is making some packs, some collage packs for that. But first, what I want to show you, well, here's our business cards. Two Little Birds, mixed media, ephemera, and supplies. Our Etsy shop is Two Little Birds Ephemera. And our email is twolittlebirdsvintagefinds@gmail. So there's that. But first, what I want to show you is we went to a couple of antique malls last weekend, and we got a few items that we are going to use in our packs. And then I will show you some of the packs that we have. So let's get started. First thing, I'm going to show you some books so I can get those out of the way. This one is The Happy Family, and it is copyrighted, maybe 1910, and it's just a really old book, but there's that. Then this Cressy, A Maid of Japan. Now I will probably use these for my journals, these books, but we will put the pages into our packs. This is also copyright 1910. Hope you can see that, because my screen mirroring is backwards. And this is The Theory of Functions of Real Variables. And it's just a bunch of functions and limits, I don't know, stuff I don't know anything about. And these pages, or this is 1946. So there's those books, and there's Brief Analytic Geometry. It's copyright is 1935, or yeah, 35, and it's just an old geometry book. I'll probably use that for a journal also, and this one also, Andersen's Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen, and copyright is looks, I think 55, but I'm not for sure. It's in Roman numerals. But yeah, that's a really cool book. Then we have this old the Amana Radar Range Cookbook. How about that? And it's got this really cool pocket in the front. Looks like I need to maybe zoom in a little bit more. Looking for a date. Not seeing one. Oh, here it is, 1980. But it's got some really, how to use your microwave cookbook. But it's got some really cool pictures and recipes, and I will be tearing this up and putting them in our recipe we have a recipe pack that we will use. And then there's more books. This is where I'm doing some religious journals for my sisters, so I will be using these in those. My sisters. Children's illustrated books. This is a really old book from, it's like 58. But yeah, I like this. It's got some really cool pictures and things. Isn't that cute? So there's that. Let me see what the cover looks like on that. Oh, same as the dust jacket. Okay. I'm trying to go kind of fast so that we have time to show you the packs. Best in Children's Books. There's no date. Oh, here, 1959. But I think everybody has seen these books before. Then there's this church songs, worldwide church songs, and it's just all music. Dated 1947. So I will use some of these in some packs also. And here's another music. We got the Grand Opera, Treasure of Grand Opera, performed at Prague, October 29th, 1787. Let's see if I can find the copyright date is 1946. But this is all music. So we will definitely be using, oh, there's some that's not music, but it's still cool. Definitely be using those in some either music packs or in with other stuff. Then we got, taking these things out of this nasty plastic. Some young sounds. I love this because it's like for young kids. I think it's for guitar. Organ. Mixed moods. That was young sounds, mixed moods, memorable favorites, and I'm not sure, but these are all, oh, awesome. Definitely be using that. Okay, and then I got this Columbus Dispatch. It's 100 years of service from the Dispatch. It's, can you see all this? Let's see. Ooh, making a shadow over here with all my stuff. Just put it on the floor. Hey, I got a light over here. Let me see if that'll put a little light on the subject. Yeah, I think that's a little better. It's from the Columbus Dispatch because I live just south of Columbus and I work in Columbus. It's from it looks like 1871 to 1971 Centennial. So look at all these yummy pages. Yep, 1876. Huh. But I will be tearing this up, maybe selling pages from it. I'm not sure. Let me know. If anybody would be interested in some of that. And this stack is a bunch of old cookbooks. Herb guide. Look at those pictures. These are all pretty similar, so I will just go through them quickly. Mercy Hospital Bicentennial Cookbook, pretty dirty. There's that. Reunion 81 Cookbook. There's some different color pages. Then there's Ida Bailey Allen's Time Saving Cookbook. And yes, it was $1. I don't know why they stuck it on the page there, but it's really, really aged. It's pretty cool. But those pages will also be in our recipe pack. School Cookbook, Music Boosters. Yeah. But I love this old typing, the Courier font. Scissors. I love the staining. Looks like somebody actually used this. Family Favorites, Meadow. I don't know. Oh, look at that page. See that staining on that page? I can't find it, of course. That's a pretty big cookbook for a family, isn't it? And then there's this Famous Restaurants. Oh, cool. From different ends and so forth. Well, that's really awesome. So we got a lot of cookbooks. And yeah, I should have taken all this stuff out of the packages. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, these are a bunch of little songbooks for kids. I don't know any of these songs. There's all those, and I will use these in my sister's journals and also in some just go ahead and take all these out. Okay, Games and Party Book. It's pretty crispy. I thought that was cool because we have a very vintage pack, but this could go in also our games pack, which I will show you. Look at that ad. That's a cool ad, especially yesterday, Valentine's Day. Pocket Songster. More music. I know we kind of hit the jackpot on books. 1942. 4-H Club Songbook. Star Spangled Banner. 4-H Friendship Song. Song of Health. Let's see if there's a date on this one. Seems like these might be from the 40 or 54. And then this, the Golden Book of Favorite Songs. Come on. Yankee Doodle. 1923. So this one's pretty old. Let's see if I can get some of these out of the way. Got a pile of dogs down here too. So if you hear any whining, it's them. And this is Paper Doll. Oh, they're already punched out. Look at that. says American Family Colonial Paper Dolls. So these are cool. I know people like those, so we'll probably be putting them in our packs also. I'm not sure which pack they would go in. Let's see. Oh, look at all this. Huh. My daughter just texted me asking me if I'm doing a video for all the packs or one. I'm going to try to get them all in one. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of those. So. That. I'm almost through with the, these are just, I'm not going to take them all out. But these are just old maps. And this whole package was $5. So we will be cutting up maps or giving you whole maps, or they're from all over, it looks like, too, because there's Ohio, Virginia, Florida. So, but probably mostly Ohio, since that's where I'm from. And then from one we went to another little flea market, but there wasn't much there. But we found these 3 little things from this one vendor. I haven't even looked at this. Oh. Well, these are cool. It's a little thing full of, she said that they were old cigarette wrappers. And they are old gold cigarettes. But there's 2, 3, 4, looks like maybe 6 of them, 7. But they were only like $1, if that. So that's pretty cool. And then she also had these, which were, I don't know if you can see them. Oh, I didn't zoom in far enough. But these are old photos. Let me just hold them up. Fort McHenry, Baltimore, Maryland. Johns Hopkins University. Looks like they're all from Maryland. Star Spangled Banner Flag House. Yeah, they're all from Baltimore, Maryland. But I thought those were really cool. I might try to scan those. But she only charged like $1 for those, so that was cool. And then these, they say 1 wooden nickel, but they're I think it's some kind of advertising piece. But there's a whole bunch of those, and they're made of like a paper wood. I mean, it's almost like they're wood. I don't know, but they're souvenir pieces from Marietta, Ohio, 175th anniversary. But I thought those are pretty cool. Let me get rid of those. And there's this one little package of cards. It was only 75 cents, so I got that because we do have a card pack, and I use cards and other things. So there's that. Then this is a bunch of more recipes. Thanks. Can't get them out. There we go. And it was $5 for all these, but it was like a little, whoops, little mixer cards or booklet. And this is for Kerr Home Canning Book. It's falling apart. Let's see if it has a date. This is from 1942. home canning guide. How to win compliments for your cooking. Wesson oil. Cookbook for teenagers. How to win favor through flavor. There's a whole bunch of these little things. Adding variety to the menu. Metropolitan Cookbook. That's a cool one. That's got a bunch of aging on that. That must have been from 1922. It is a life insurance company. They used to give out stuff like that. Waffles. Oh, can win things. Good grief. Cameras and rings. I guess you save up. Cooking school. Cranberries and how to cook them. But yeah, I thought $5 for all this was a pretty good deal. And this one was 1927. 52 Sunday dinners. Those are really cool. I love that. All of them have this little illustration. Just married. So there's that. And I won't go through some of this too much. Cottage cheese recipes. Behold, we stand at your door and knock. I'm not sure. Okay, and 1 hour. Royal gelatin. Oven heat regulator. Estate cookbook. But I thought these were all pretty cool. I'm not going to go through any more of them. Cakes. That one looks more new, but vanilla wafers, yum yum. Okay, then the last thing I got, and this is one of my favorites, this book of favorite recipes. See, we found a lot of the cooking and recipe stuff, but look at this. It was $7 we paid, and somebody had saved all their favorite recipes in this photo album. Hope you can see it. And look at all these, oh my gosh, original cards, original cutouts from magazines. There's a lot of these cards. Like, this is just full. Well, I don't know how far back it goes. This one's from 2013, but they saved them forever. Yeah, snickerdoodles. Peanut butter cookies, but they handwritten ones, cut out ones. Looks quite old. There's a lot of them in here. So this was my favorite find for the recipe pack. But wow, it just keeps going. I guess they used this instead of recipe box. So yeah, it's full. Unfortunately, these are those photo albums that don't stay together very well, but I will be taking that apart and adding that to our packs. Speaking of packs, I don't know how long this video is, but I do want to show you quickly the packs. Now, I'm not going to take everything out. But here's our packs that we have so far. They're not all listed on Etsy, but they will be. This is our card pack. And as you can see, there's cards from, there's all different cards. Let me hold it up a little bit. There's all different sizes of cards, there's types of cards, there's round cards, this is even a blank card. Several round cards in there. There's Tootsie Roll. But you get the gist. It's all plain cards and blank cards. And here is our napkin pack. Now, if you go to our Etsy shop, there'll be all the information you need. There's pictures, there's sizes, there's everything you need on there. Because I know the napkin pack is already on there. But there's all these, let me see, you can see all the different, without taking them out, but that one I know is on there. Here's the recipe pack, and how many pieces of all this is also on there. And I'm going to add a couple from the new one, a couple more pieces from that new binder with the handwritten recipe cards on there. So there's that. Then this is a botanical pack. And they would look much better. We just kind of put one in here and left it so that I could do this video. So it's not packaged up. But there's all kinds of old vintage, and there are some really, so I do have some really pretty botanicals. But there's these. Looks like you can even frame them. So, yeah. There's a few of those in there. And here's the music pack, I believe we called it. The music pack. It's got piano roll paper, it's got old, and it's got a whole, it's a whole one of these, because I have a bunch of that. So they're all different, as you know, but they're all similar. And I'm not sure. Oh, this is our tags, bags, envelopes. And there's all kinds of tags. There's all kinds of envelopes. There's bags. So this is another one that you'll be able to see better on the website, so, or on the Etsy. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what. Now this is our monster pack. This has got everything in here, from just everything. And there's all kinds of papers. There's book pages. There's just. And this I know is like 150 pieces in it. So, yeah. I don't think that's on Etsy yet, but it will be. And this is educational cards. It's not playing cards like the other one. This is educational cards. All from all different games. They're not games, but they're educational for kids, and flashcards and those kinds of things. And there's word cards to learn. This is all kind of learning stuff. And this will be packaged in a thing. We just didn't have one at the time. And this is the game pack. And we'll probably add a little bit more to it, but this is already on there, and it's got bingo, it's got bridge, it's got crossword puzzles, Yahtzee, scorecards, tickets, Mad Libs, and all kinds of other games in here. But they're all very different. They're all, oh, that's playing card. That's cool, isn't it? Gold. So there's that. And let's see, this one is all like ledger papers, phone records, and, yeah, suggestion cards, phone calls, Rolodexes, sales tickets. These are all blank. These are all blank. So there's nothing on any of it. It's all just for you to use or write on or scan or do whatever you like with. And then, let me do this one first. This one is just a scrap pack. I'm not sure how well this one will go over, but there's different kinds of paper. There's all different kinds of papers. And this one is not on there yet, but it also will be. But there's decorative papers, there's cardstock, there's wrapping papers, wallpapers, writing papers, but they're all decorative papers. And then this one is a very, very vintage one, which we have just taken a bunch of vintage. Let's see. Oh, I need better light down here. But it's really, really old. Very, very vintage. There's documents. There's ledger pages. See, there's one of the ledger pages, and I don't want to take it out, but you'll see it on the, again, on Etsy. But there's some old ledger pages in here. Old certificate. Old books, pages. This is from a train thing. So, but that's it. I think this has been long enough. It's 32 minutes. I tried to get it in a half an hour, but please go to our Etsy shop. Let me see if I can dig out Two Little Birds. I'm going the wrong way. Two Little Birds. Etsy shop, Two Little Birds Ephemera. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.